This story is real, painfully real actually, and it hurts more than you think. Punch was only a few days old when the world became a cold place for him. He was born in July 2025 in a small zoo in Tokyo, a quiet place where nothing special usually happens. He was tiny, weak, fragile, like all newborn animals. And like every baby monkey, he needed only one thing to survive: his mother. Punch was born in a place that was not very famous before his birth. In the wild, a baby monkey would stay close to its mother all the time. It would hold her body, feel her warmth, and learn everything from her. This is how it survives. But Punch's life did not begin like that. Soon after he was born, his mother rejected him. No one knows exactly why. Sometimes animals reject their babies because of stress, fear, or confusion. It is natural, but it is also very hard to accept. For a baby, this is not just a small problem. It is everything. Without a mother, a baby monkey does not feel safe, and without safety, it cannot develop normally. The zoo staff had to act quickly. If they did nothing, Punch would die. So they decided to raise him themselves. They fed him, cleaned him, and tried to give him care. But humans cannot fully replace a mother monkey. They can keep a baby alive, but they cannot give the same emotional connection. To help him feel less alone, they gave him a soft toy, a big orange stuffed orangutan. At first, it looked like a simple object, something just to comfort him. But very soon, it became much more than that. Punch held the toy all the time. He slept with it, carried it, and hugged it tightly, as if it was alive. From a psychological point of view, this is very important. Both humans and animals need attachment in early life. When there is no real connection, the brain tries to create one. Punch did not understand that the toy was not real. For him, it became a form of safety. It helped him feel less afraid in a world where he had no mother. At the same time, something unexpected happened. Videos of Punch started to spread on the internet. People from different countries saw a small monkey holding a toy like a child, and they felt emotional. Many people said that he looked sad. Some said he reminded them of lonely children. Others felt angry and blamed the zoo. Suddenly, Punch became famous. Visitors came to see him. People talked about him online. News channels shared his story. A small monkey in a quiet zoo became a global symbol of loneliness and survival. But this attention also showed something about human society. People are often deeply moved by stories like this, especially when they can watch them from a safe distance. However, Punch's real challenge was not the internet. It was his own kind. As he grew a little older, the zoo tried to introduce him to other monkeys. This was necessary because a monkey cannot live like a human forever. He needs to learn how to be part of a group. But this process was not easy. Monkey societies are complex. There are rules, positions, and power structures. Young monkeys learn these rules from their mothers and from other members of the group. Punch had missed that early learning. He did not know how to behave correctly. When he entered the group, some monkeys pushed him away. Others acted aggressively. To human eyes, it looked like bullying. Many people online became upset and said the zoo should stop it. But from an animal behavior perspective, this was normal. The group was testing him, teaching him boundaries, and deciding his place. For Punch, this was confusing and painful. He tried to approach others, but often failed. When he felt rejected, he returned to his toy. It was still his safe place, the only thing that never pushed him away. This situation shows an important social and psychological idea. When someone grows up without early support, it becomes harder to connect later. This is true for animals and also for humans. People who feel rejected early in life may struggle in relationships, even if they want to belong. But the story does not end in sadness. Over time, something slowly began to change. Punch started to understand small social signals. He learned when to approach and when to stay back. Some monkeys became less aggressive. A few even accepted him. He began to sit near them. Then he started to play. These were small steps, but very important ones. At one point, he formed a close connection with a young female monkey. They spent time together, played, and stayed close. People called her his girlfriend. Humans love labels, even for monkeys. For the first time, Punch had a real relationship, not just an object. As this happened, he depended less on the toy. He did not abandon it completely, but it was no longer his only source of comfort. He was beginning to build real connections. From a wider point of view, Punch's story is not only about a monkey. It reflects many parts of life. It shows how early experiences shape behavior. It shows how societies treat outsiders. It shows how humans react emotionally to stories, sometimes without fully understanding them. Punch is still growing. His life is not finished, and his future is not completely clear. But one thing has changed. He is no longer completely alone. And sometimes, in both animal and human life, that is the most important change of all. What this story really is. Here it is, stripped of fantasy. Animal side. Punch followed instinct. He needed attachment to survive. Psychology. Early rejection created insecurity. The toy became emotional support. Society. Groups have rules. Outsiders struggle until they learn them. Human behavior. People projected their own feelings onto Punch. Loneliness recognizes loneliness.